Jesus be the center of my life. From beginning to the end, it will always be, it's always been you, Jesus. Jesus, nothing else matters. Nothing in this world will do. Jesus, you're the center, and everything revolves around you. Jesus, you. From my heart to the heavens, Jesus be the center. It's all about you. Yes, it's all about you. From my heart to the heavens, Jesus be the center. It's all about you. Yes, it's all about you. Jesus be the center of our church. Jesus be the center of your church. And every knee will bow, and every tongue will confess you, Jesus. Jesus, nothing else matters. Nothing in this world will do. Jesus, you're the center, and everything revolves around you. Jesus, you. Jesus be the center of your church. Jesus be the center of your church. Jesus be. Jesus be the center of your church. Jesus be the center of your church. And every knee will bow, and every tongue shall confess you, Jesus. Jesus, nothing else matters. Nothing in this world will do. Jesus, you're the center, and everything revolves around you. Jesus, you. Nothing else matters. Nothing in this world will do. Jesus, you're the center, and everything revolves around you. Jesus, you. Be the center of my life. Jesus, be the center of my life. Say it. Jesus, be the center of my life.
How is it that I'm running away and I feel so broken within myself, but I cannot deny this fact that I'm blessed. I am blessed. Look at how I'm running away from my enemy, and it looks like the enemy has all the control upon my life, yet he has lost all the control over my life. And it looks like he wants to harm me, but he's pleading that let me harm you. But the thing is that the Lord has stood before him, and the Lord is not allowing him. Isn't it amazing that you are in the grip of the enemy? You feel broken, you feel fearful, yet the enemy has no power upon you. Yes, I am broken, but I cannot deny the fact that I am blessed. And the devil wants you to focus on one thing only, and that is that he has been able to break you down. But you see, that's the nature of the devil. All what he thinks is about breaking us, but he does not understand. I am not an ordinary. You cannot have the grapes being crushed. You cannot have the grape being crushed. You cannot have the grape being crushed and yet not release. You cannot have the grapes being crushed and yet not have released what it was always grown for. You cannot have the grapes being crushed and let that stuff get released for what it was created. The devil is not understanding. The more he crushes me, the more he crushes me, he's actually helping me get closer to my destiny. So I want to give a message to the enemy of my soul that try your best shot that you want to, because more you are going to break me. Come on, somebody. More the Lord is going to bless me. In fact, can I say this, that the devil is using some people in my life as an instrument of God's grace and glory upon me. While they think they are destroying me, they don't even realize more they break me, more they bless me, more they curse me, more the Lord lifts me up. Come on, people of God, let the devil work fully in your life so that the work of Jesus Christ may be completed in your life. If you call yourself the wine of God, those people are the wine press of God. Can I say that again? If you think you are the wine of God, these people are the wine press of God. When they are kicking you down, come on. When they are cursing you, when they are calling you names, when they are backstabbing you, when they are butchering you with the word, they don't understand that God handpicked you and put you in those situations and put you in those circumstances with a plan. Can I tell some of you who are in the time of your season when God looks rough on you, when God looks tough on you, let me tell you, you are in the winepress of God. Oh God, thank God, thank God, thank God. I know that I'm talking to some people. I'm talking to some people. Can I have some praise in the house of God? Who's going to help me? Who's going to help me this morning? God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that wine press in which I am. Thank you for those people. Hey guys, let me tell you, I want you to come out of all the bitterness this morning. I want you to come out of all the anger this morning. I want you to come out all the kinds of frustrations this morning, because I believe with all my heart that God has kept you in a right place. That's where the wine needs to go. That's where those grapes needs to go. That's the place where your real will be produced. You were not meant to be hanged on the tree to look beautiful and to look gorgeous and to look good. That's not your place. Come on, say, don't keep hanging. Come on, help me. Don't keep hanging. Some people love to just hang around and look so cute, but let me tell you, some of you need to get to the dust. Some of you need to be thrown in the wine press. Some of you need to be plucked out from that place. It may look cute. It may look nice. It may look beautiful, but your destiny is not looking cute. Your destiny is not in looking nice. Your destiny is not just hanging around. Can I tell you, let God pluck you out of that situation. Some of us, come on, you're not helping me. You're not helping me. You're not not helping me. Some of you are still hanging around that place. But let me tell you, if you kept hanging there for a long time, you will rot. Because the nature is such. The nature is such that you were yet connected to the wine while you never existed. You were yet connected to the wine while you never existed. You were yet connected to the wine while you never existed. You were yet connected to the wine while you never existed. You were yet connected. You did not even know why God. You did not even know that when God. You did not know even why and where God gave you the birth. Gave you the birth. It may look cute. It may look nice. It may look, because when I am talking about Jacob, he was a boy who was born in a house with a purpose. He was fine. He was a mama's boy. He was a cute boy. He was a boy that was loved after. But God was using the mama's hand. God was using mama's hand to disconnect him from the family where he was, to throw him. Come on. To throw him into a place where he would become Israel. He was Jacob, the mama's boy, the cute boy, the boy that hanged in there with mama, the boy that hanged around his love, the boy that hanged around his love and those boundaries of love. But there came a time that Jacob, you are not meant to be Jacob. Come on, help me. There is a destiny for Jacob, but Jacob, you cannot become what God has called you until you kept hanging in there. Come on, somebody. You cannot be the real Abraham, and God cannot change your name from Abraham to Abraham until you remain. Come on, say to your neighbor, you cannot keep hanging there. You can't keep hanging there. You can't keep hanging there. God is going to use you. Somebody. God is going to use somebody in your life to break you off from the place where you felt comfortable and throw you into a place which is the wine press of God. But when you are thrown in the wine press of God, I want you to just remember one thing. I just want you to remember one thing. And that is, I am broken, but I am, come on somebody. Come on, can I have some praise in the house of God? Can I have some witness in the house of God? Am I talking to somebody who felt the same way, that you were so comfortable in some place, in some time, in some moment, but God has just taken you out from that place of comfort and put you into that uncomfortable place where you are right now in, and you feel, why in the world the hell is breaking loose upon your life? Why these troubles are surrounding you? You did not work for this. You never wanted this, but all of a sudden life gives you a jolt, and all of a sudden the life gives you stuff to handle that you were not prepared for. Let me tell you, you were not prepared to handle that stuff, because you were never meant to handle that stuff. That stuff is actually handling you, and the way it handles is not that you love to be handled, but let me tell you, if that stuff will not handle you the way it is handling you right now, you can never be Joseph of the house. Until and unless you are not thrown, you can never become that wine. Until and unless some people will not reject you, you will never become that what God has called you to be. Some people need to understand that these are only the tools of God. While we are busy trying to settle and adjust the tool, God is saying, adjust yourself under the tool. Because Bible says, humble thyself under the mighty hand of God. Who said that enemy has control upon your life? Oh my goodness. That Potiphar is not my master. That Potiphar is the tool in the hands. Don't try to adjust Potiphar. Don't try to adjust Potiphar. Don't try to adjust your brother. Oh my goodness, I believe if you can get it. Many of you are trying to adjust your manager. Some of you are trying to adjust your sicknesses. Everybody is trying to adjust what is the tool in the hand of the Lord. Let me tell you, the subject is not going to speak to the master. The subject is not going to speak to the master. Let the master form the subject the way master wants it. Let me tell you, hammer doesn't speak to the nail. The nail listens to the hammer. Let me say to you, the wood never speaks to the saw. The saw speaks to the word. Let me tell you, the mud never speaks to the potter. Oh my goodness. But the potter speaks to the mud. Let the potter's hand shape you up. My goodness, I feel the anointing of God. Let the potter's hand, I said, let the potter's hand adjust you, mold you, and make you the way he wants to build you. Because it is not about you, it is about him. You don't need to adjust your situation, and you don't need to adjust your circumstances. You need to adjust yourself under the mighty hand of God. Because God is using all these tools to shape you. God is using all these tools to shape you. I'm saying God is using all these tools to shape you. I'm saying God is using all these tools to shape you. And God will place a table for me in the presence of mine enemies. There is no greater joy to party when my enemy is sitting right across my nose. It is no greater joy. Come on, can I have some praise? When God exalts me right before my enemy. Let me tell you, while you are trying to run away from your enemy, God is going to have you stay at a place where your enemy is going to come and catch you, only to find out that he cannot match you. The enemies are coming to catch you, but he's only coming to catch you to find out he can match you. You have gone beyond the grip of the enemy. You have gone beyond the grip and the power of the enemy. You have gone far beyond the enemy. The enemy is chasing you only to shut himself down, because God has decided to bless the child who allowed himself to be broken, who allowed himself to be in the pain, who allowed himself to be in the dirt, who allowed himself to be molded, who allowed himself to be shaped. God works with the life of people who allow him to work, who allow him to work on them, who allow him to work in them, who allow him to work through them. There's some people who would say, God, I allow you. I allow you. I allow you. I allow you to work in me. I allow you to work on me. I allow you to work through me. Yes, God, my brokenness is not the symbol of my loss or my inability, but it is the symbol of God's grace that he chose me to go through what I'm going through, to make me what world has not yet seen. Because until and unless the grapes are brought to wine press, they would never become what a king needs to have at his table. It is quite amazing that the same fruit that is at a moment, help me, all right. It is quite amazing to see that the same fruit, which is right now under somebody's foot. Listen. I want to see you rejoicing over what I'm going to speak, because this is going to blow your mind. It is quite amazing to see that the fruit that is right now under somebody's foot and being crushed is only getting prepared to meet the king's lips. Oh, you didn't get that one. Is that so? Oh, you didn't. You really, you did. Did you get that one? The fruit that is being pressed right now under a servant's, because king doesn't stand in the wine press. I don't see king anywhere. All I'm seeing are his. Come on, shout that are his what? So why are you worried when the servants? If the king would have praised me, I liked it. If the king would have praised me, I would have. If the king would have crushed me, at least I would have some dignity being crushed. But while you are crushed, you don't need dignity, because there is no crushing if there is dignity. There is no crushing if there is dignity. That's why God uses some people who are servants, but treats you as if they are the kings of your life. Just because I'm under the foot does not mean that's my place. Just because you stand upon me and crush me today, come on, help me now. There's no guarantee that you will become my master. It is the master that is using your foot. Beware, you man of that foot who crushed me today, because it is only my king. It is only my king. It is only my king that is allowing you to crush me, crush me. I'm saying insult me the way you want. I'm saying crush me the way you want. I'm saying press me the way you want. I'm saying throw me the way you want. I'm saying do whatever. And let me tell you, it is just not one servant that comes to crush. It is the host of servants. When one is done away, the second comes in. And I'm feeling indignified within my shell because the problems are not leaving me. They're coming in sequence, and they are pressing me, and they are crushing me. And they're crushing me to the point where the skin goes apart. And they're crushing me to the point where the fibers are broken. They're crushing me to a point that there is nothing left inside of me. Am I talking to some people who feel there is nothing left inside of me anymore? I have given my all. I've done my best. I've given my best shot. And there is nothing left in me. There is nothing more left in me to be crushed. But these servants don't understand. People don't understand. You were born for a purpose. And now you're getting crushed for a purpose. Only be turned into something that is so precious. That is so precious. So in one moment, I'm under the feet of the servants. I need to remember that I'm being crushed. To be a substance of honor for the king. I want you to remember, though you are under the foot of a servant, you're soon going to be touching the lips of the king. Can I have some witness in the house of the Lord? Because I am seeing the people right now. You were crushed, but you were being prepared to be touched by the lips of the king. You were being touched by You were being touched. You were being prepared to be touched by the lips of the king. You were being touched to be prepared so that you can get to the table of the king. Let me tell you, God isn't through with you. God isn't through with you. God isn't through with you. I want to tell you that you are being prepared for the king's lips. You're being prepared. You're not meant to be there under the foot, because that's a temporary. That's a temporary. But you God, but the Lord is preparing you for something great. That's a temporary. You are being prepared for some great stuff. Come on, I want you to start visualizing your journey from under the foot to the lips of the king. From being under the foot to the lips of the king. Just somebody help me and say, God, I thank you that right now I am broken, but I am blessed. I am broken, but I am blessed. Come on, I am broken, but I am blessed. Come on, make some noise in the house of the Lord. Lift up your hands and say, Lord, I am broken, but I am blessed. I am broken, but I am blessed. Come on, lift your hands and say, Lord, I am broken, but I am blessed. I am broken, but I am blessed. I understand, God, that you are crushing me, but you are crushing me with a purpose, Lord. Thank you for crushing me. Thank you for the loss of that job. Thank you that I had gone through that, but you prepared me for something great. Thank you for the loss of that child. I had gone through it, but it was for a purpose. Thank you for what my family is going through, because if I had not gone through, I would have not come through. But it was all with a purpose. I am broken, but I am blessed. I am broken, but I am blessed. Lord, I release the anointing right now. I release the anointing. I'm broken, but I am blessed.